Hello students, today I will be teaching you class 10 science chapter 12, that is electricity. Electricity, a very well known word it is. All of you have seen electricity, a flow of energy. You can say it's just a flow of energy. And electricity we are using in our homes, in schools, in all the industries, everywhere it is used. Okay. In this chapter we will study what constitutes electricity, how can we run electricity. Okay, so electricity runs our laptop, our mobile phone we charge through electricity, TV, fridge, AC, everywhere everything is used for electricity, from the electricity. So we can say that this has been the basic need for today. Okay, so in this chapter we will be covering how does it flow of electric current, how electric current flows, and what are the factors that control or regulate the current. Okay, through a electric current is regulated, factors that regulate it. And we shall also discuss the heating effect of electric current and its application also. So these are the things I will be covering today in this chapter, electricity. Okay, so let's start. So students, electricity is a very common word. We all are familiar about it. Let's see from where it has been originated. Electricity originated from a Greek word. This electricity is a Greek word. It was originated from the word electrica and electron. Okay, basically if you will study further you will get to know how these electricity is produced because of this flow of electrons. So it was originated by a Greek philosopher from the two words electrica and electron. So that they found, the Greek philosophers found an attracting capacity of some material when rubbed on other. Okay, so there is an attracting capacity if two materials are rubbed together. For this there is a very good example you must have always seen. I don't know whether you have noticed it or not, but suppose this is your head, this is the hair, and if you take a balloon, okay, this is a balloon, and you rub it on your hair, you will see that, children please do this experiment, you can see at your home only, you will see that there is some kind of attraction that this balloon is having with your hair or hair with balloon. Why was this happening? Okay, so there must be something, your hairs will get somewhat straight, or it will be like a spike and it is getting attracted by this balloon. Why was this? This is because of charge generated between them. Some kind of charge must be generated between them. That's why this balloon is attracting your hair. One must be a positive charge and other must be a negative charge. We will read about the charge before going in detail about electricity. First I will explain you about charge. Okay, so please do this experiment. You can see that when you rub a balloon on your hair, it is going to attract your hair. So basically electricity has a very important place in our modern society. Okay, it is very important. Everywhere we use electricity. Okay, so let's see what are charges. So every matter, every matter is made up of some protons, some electrons and some neutrons. Okay, so what are these protons? Protons are the positive charge. Okay, if they are of positive charge, these are called protons. Electrons are of negative charge. If the charge on the particle is negative, it will be called as electron. And next comes the neutron. These neutrons have no charge. Okay, It has no charge, neither the positive nor the negative charge in it. So we very well know that like charges repel each other. If there is a positive and positive charge, they are going to repel each other. Okay. And if there is a unlike charge, they will attract each other. Means if one charge is negative, other is positive, then they are going to attract each other. The negative is going to attract positive and the positive is going to attract negative. Okay. So basically, if you see that electric charge, what is electric charge? So these electric charge are made up of positive charge. So if we talk about positive charge, this is the protons. Okay, it is made up of protons. And negative charge. Okay, so if we talk about negative charge, we have studied here electrons. So if we talk about electric charge, it means it is made up of what? Protons as well as electrons, the positive charge and the negative charge. Okay. Now next comes electric current and the circuit. So students, we are very familiar with two types of current. Okay, all of you must be knowing. One is the water current and the other one is the air current. Fine. All of us are very familiar with these two types of current. So if we talk about water current, we see that in a river, water is continuously moving and is forming any type of current. So but here, like similarly, there is an electric current. So here we will study about electric current. So when electric charge flows through a conductor, okay, electric charge flow through a conductor. As I have already told you that electric charge is made up of positive and negative electrons, positive protons and negative electrons. For example, through a metallic wire. Suppose we are taking a metallic wire, any metallic wire, and from which an electric charge has been flown. So what will we see? We see that there is an electric current in an conductor. Okay? Since the charge is flowing through a conductor, so we are going to say that there is an electric current in the conductor. Okay? Or if we take an example of a torch, we know that cells or a battery, when placed in proper order, when we put, suppose there is a torch, we put cells in that or battery, provide flow of charge. That is also what? We have provided a flow of charge or an electric current through the torch bulb to glow. Okay, so basically anything in which we provide a flow of charge, if we provide a flow of charge, okay, so this flow of charge is going to make what? It is going to just a minute. It is going to make electric current to flow. Okay, so basically whether you take example of a wire, metallic wire, in through a conductor we are flowing the charge and electric current is flowed, or if we take example of a torch, when we place a cell or battery in it, and when we switch on the light, when we switch on the button, it gives the bulb glows. So if you see what happens here, so we have also seen that torch gives light only when the switch is on. One very important thing, when you on the switch only, then the torch gives light, otherwise it don't gives. So what is the working of this switch and how this switch is making the electricity to flow? So a switch makes a conducting link between the cell and the बल्ब। अब होता क्या है कि ये जो सेल है या बैटरी जो भी आप प्रोवाइड किए और आगे जो बल्ब लगा है, स्विच बीच में एक मीडिएटर है जो कि क्या करेगा, जब आप स्विच को ऑन करोगे तो इट विल गिव अ conducting link. Okay, conducting link, it will give a conducting link between the cell and the bulb. And what happens, a continuous and closed part of an electric current is called as electric circuit. इसी continuous and closed part को, ये जो प्रोसेस हो रहा है कि स्विच ऑन हुआ तो क्या होता है कि ये जो भी सेल या बैटरी है आपकी, ये एक फ्लो दे रहा है इलेक्ट्रॉन्स का एंड एक कंडक्टिंग लिंक बन जा रहा है स्विच के कारण। ओके, सो दिस इज कॉल्ड इलेक्ट्रिक सर्किट। अ कंटिन्यूअस एंड क्लोज्ड पार्ट of an electric current is called as electric circuit. Now if the circuit is broken anywhere or the switch of the torch is turned off, the current stops flowing and the bulb does not glow. अब ये जो फ्लो है सर्किट का, ये जो बना हुआ है, ये कहीं से टूट जाए या आप स्विच को मत ऑन करिए, ये जो स्विच है बल्ब की, तो क्या होगा कि देयर विल बी नो करंट इज गोइंग टू बी फ्लोन या देयर विल बी नो फ्लो ऑफ चार्ज, सो नो करंट विल फ्लो एंड द बल्ब इज नॉट गोइंग टू ग्लो, तो टॉर्च नहीं जलेगी। इलेक्ट्रिक करंट, so we can say that electric current is expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. That is, at a particular time, how much the amount of charge has been flown. Okay, that is going to be electric current. Okay, so the amount of charge flown means कि it is therefore the rate of flow of electric charge, the rate at which the electric charge is flowing. Okay, so what happens in circuits using metallic wire, electron was considered to be the flow of charge. But however, when the phenomena of electricity was defined, or you can say it was first observed, at that time electron was not known. Electron itself was not known, so that's why it was considered that electric current was considered to be flow of positive charge. Okay, electric current को क्या माना गया कि it is a flow of positive charge, since at that time electron was not discovered, and the direction of flow of positive charge was taken as the direction of electric current. Okay, so in which direction the positive charge is going to flow, in the same direction. Suppose this positive charge is flowing in this direction, so in the same direction it was considered that the electric current is also flowing. Okay, fine. So what we concluded, that electric current, the direction of electric current is taken as opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Okay, so positive charge का जो direction होगा उसके opposite कौन जाएगा, electrons जाएंगे, that is the negative charge. ठीक है, just which are negative charge. सो अगर पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन के डायरेक्शन में इलेक्ट्रिक करंट की चार्ज को माना गया कि फ्लो करती है, दैट इलेक्ट्रिक करंट फ्लोज इन द डायरेक्शन इन विच द पॉजिटिव चार्ज फ्लो, देन इट इज गोइंग टू बी अपोजिट टू द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द फ्लो ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. ओके, so as we know that electric current is expressed by the amount of charge flowing through a particular area in unit time. If we consider charge, the net charge as Q, the flow across any cross section of a conductor in time t, okay, then the current I, our current is denoted by I, current is denoted by I, charge is Q and time is t. So if net charge Q flows across any cross section of a conductor in time t, the current I is equals to Q by T. Here you can see I is equals to, current I is equals to Q by T. Q means the net charge by time taken. Okay. So here you can see there is a diagram in which there is a battery or a cell, you can say, which is having the negative charge this side and the positive charge this side. Okay, and you can see there is a plug key here and the current I is flowing. Current I is flowing. Here is the bulb. Okay, and here is the ammeter. And you can see that current I is flowing throughout. The plug key is here. Okay. So if we talk about the unit of electric charge, it is Coulomb. Okay, which is denoted by C. Coulomb is denoted by C, which is equivalent to the charge contained in an nearly 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. This should be 6 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. Okay, and we know that electron possess a negative charge, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power 9 Coulomb. So this should be 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. And if we talk about the electric current is expressed by the unit called ampere. If we talk about the unit, it is ampere. I is expressed in the unit ampere A. Okay. And this was named after the French scientist whose name was Henri Marie Ampere. He lived from this to this year. So basically, if we talk about 1 ampere is constituted by the flow of 1 Coulomb. Okay, 1 Coulomb of charge per second. Okay, so 1, as you see I, so I is expressed in ampere. 1 ampere is equals to Q is the charge, 1 charge. Okay, 1 ampere is constituted by the flow of 1 Coulomb. 1 Coulomb of charge per second by 1 second. 1 Coulomb by 1 second. So small quantities of current are expressed in milliampere. So if there is a big quantity of current, I is expressed in ampere A, and if it is a small quantity, it is expressed as milliampere, that is 1 mA is equals to 10 to the power minus 3. 1 mA is equals to 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, or a microampere, milliampere and microampere. So 1 milliampere is equals to 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. Okay, so if it is given in milliampere or microampere and you want to convert it, you can convert this. 1 milliampere is equals to 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, and 1 microampere is equals to 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. Fine. So we can see an example. Suppose a current of 0.5 ampere is flown in a filament of an electric bulb for how many? The time given is 10 minutes. Okay, so we have to find the amount of electric charge that flows through the current. So this is I. 0.5 is ampere is I, 10 minute is the time, and we need to find what? Q, the charge flown. So Q is going to be I into T. Okay, so I into T will be 0.5 ampere into time given is 10 minutes, sorry. So we calculate time in second. As I have already told you कि 1 ampere is equals to 1 coulomb by 1 second. Okay, so we need to find the Q, that will be in coulomb. So 1 second, if we convert 10 minute into second, so it is going to be 600 second. 10 into 60. Okay, so 0.5 into itna is equal to be 300. So 300 will be the charge flown, Q, and Q is expressed in the unit coulomb. Coulomb is expressed as C. Okay, so out of any three, if you are given the value of any two, you can find the third one. Okay, so normally I is equals to Q by T, but if you are given I and T, you can calculate Q also by multiplying I into T. So here you have seen example. In this, the Q has been 300 C, coulomb. We express charge unit as coulomb and it is denoted by C. Next comes ammeter. What is ammeter? Ammeter is used to measure electric current. अभी हमने पढ़ा electric current, that is I and the unit is ampere. उसको measure करने के लिए we use ammeter. So ammeter measures electric current in a circuit. कोई भी circuit में if electric current is flowing and we need to measure it, what we use? We use ammeter. So it is always connected in series in a circuit through which the current is to be measured. So students, this is very important point, that whether ammeter is connected in series or it is connected in parallel. So ammeter is connected how? It is connected in series, not in parallel. Okay, Acha, I would like to tell you ki what will happen if it is going to be connected in parallel. Okay, so if it would be have connected in parallel, what would have been happen? There would be a short circuit. क्या हो जाता है यहाँ पे? एक short circuit हो जाता अगर इसको हम किस में connect कर देते? पैरेलल में. इसलिए एमीटर को हम हमेशा किस में कनेक्ट करते हैं? सीरीज में. बेसिकली ऐसा क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो रेजिस्टेंस होता है एमीटर का, ओके, जस्ट अ मिनट, द रेजिस्टेंस ऑफ एमीटर is very low. That's why it is connected in series. Otherwise there would have been a short circuit. Okay, so the current I, whatever the current I is flowing, how much, you can say how much the current I is flowing, it is going here also. You can see I, this ammeter is going to measure the amount. Okay, so the electric current flows in the circuit from positive terminal of the cell to the negative terminal of the cell through the bulb and the ammeter. Okay, here the bulb is connected, so the electric current is going to flow from positive terminal to the negative terminal. Okay, you can see here is the battery, here is the positive terminal. It will start from positive terminal of the cell and it will go to the negative terminal, and the current is flowing through bulb and ammeter. Okay, so the next one is how current flows in a conductor. As we have already discussed, or I have told you, atom is composed of electrons, protons and neutrons. And what happens, these electrons, suppose this is a nucleus, these electrons revolve around this nucleus and the movement of this electron is very random. Like suppose if this is a conductor, so these electrons are moving randomly. Anywhere they can move. It is not necessary that they are flowing in one direction or they are going in one direction. They are just moving randomly. Okay. So these electrons flow within a conductor. Suppose there is a conductor, these electrons will flow. But it's not necessary that all the electrons present are going to flow. No, it's not necessary. Only a particular electrons will flow. And which are these electrons that are going to flow? These are the free electrons. And what are the free electrons? So free electrons are the electrons that are present in the outer orbit. So there are so many cells or orbit, you can say, in an atom where electron is present. You must have read in chemistry. So the free electrons, that is the outermost electron, they are going to flow. So this mainly, why such happens? Because what happens, suppose this is one orbit, other cell is there. So the outer is free to get and the inners can't be go. अगर अंदर वाले को निकलना है तो वो पहले इस दरवाजे को तोड़ेगा, उस दरवाजे को, तब वो निकलेगा. लेकिन बाहर वाले को कोई दरवाजा नहीं खोलना है, वो फ्री है, वो फट से निकल जाएगा. And this mainly occurs in metals. Okay. So these type of free electrons are present in metals. Now what happens when we connect, okay, when we attach a battery? Suppose in this figure I am attaching a battery here. Okay. So as soon as the battery is attached, you know what will happen. So now the current has started flowing. So what will happen when the battery is attached? These electrons which were flowing randomly, they will move from negative to positive. So this is the positive battery and this is the negative. All of these electrons which were moving randomly, they are going in one direction and that is from positive to नेगेटिव. एक तरफ चले जाएंगे सारे. अभी तो ऐसे रैंडम मूव कर रहे थे, बट नो, एज सुन एज इट इज कनेक्टेड विथ अ बैटरी, इट विल गेट अ पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव चार्ज. इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फर्स्ट से नेगेटिव से सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पॉजिटिव की तरफ चले जाएंगे. अब बेसिकली ऐसा क्या होता है कि ये सारे इलेक्ट्रॉन्स नेगेटिव से पॉजिटिव की तरफ भागेंगे. दिस इज बिकॉज ऑफ द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. इन माय नेक्स्ट session, coming session, I will be telling you about the potential difference. This is because of the potential difference that they run from negative to positive. And basically what happens कि जब battery connect हुई तो an electromotive force has been applied on these electrons. Okay, what has been applied on the electrons? Electromotive force. Electromotive force, okay, is applied. So these electrons starts to move from negative to positive. And now in my previous section I have told you that the electric current flow opposite to the electrons. If electrons are flowing from negative to positive, the electric current is going to flow from positive to negative, which is just opposite to the electrons. So the electric current is now going to flow in this direction, since the electrons are flowing in this direction, which is negative to positive, and the electric current will flow from positive to negative. Fine. So in this way a current flows in a conductor. Okay, when electron starts to flow, when the battery is attached, electron starts to, the random moving electrons starts to move from negative to positive, and thus an electromotive force is applied and the current is generated which is from positive to negative. So this is how current flows in a conductor. You can say metals, mostly in metals these free electrons are present. Okay. Next comes the electric potential or potential difference. So what makes the electric charge to flow? Okay, so charges do not flow in copper wire by themselves, just as water. Just take an example of how water flows. Okay, we will consider about charges by just taking a reference of flow of a water. So what happens in case of water is perfectly horizontal tube is there, does not flow. Okay, so water by itself does not flow in a horizontal tube. Basically what happens, if one end of a tube is connected to a tank of water kept at higher level, क्या करते हैं कि जो वन एंड है ट्यूब का उसको कनेक्ट करेंगे टैंक से, वो भी उसको कुछ ऊंचाई पे रखेंगे, थोड़े से ऊपर है वो, such that there is a pressure difference between the two ends of the tube. अब क्या हमें दोनों एंड में एक प्रेशर डिफरेंस क्रिएट करना पड़ेगा, तो एक एंड को हमें ऊपर रखना पड़ेगा और दूसरे एंड को ट्यूब के नीचे रखना पड़ेगा. तो जब ये ऊपर और नीचे होगा तो देयर विल बी अ प्रेशर डिफरेंस जनरेटेड. देन वाटर फ्लोज आउट ऑफ द अदर एंड ऑफ द ट्यूब. अब मतलब ये है कि when pressure difference is created then only water flows. Same is the case for the charge flow. Charge भी जब तभी flow होगा when there will be some kind of pressure difference will be generated. So let's see what happens. For flow of charge in a conducting metallic wire, the electrons move only if there is a difference of electric pressure. अगर कोई इलेक्ट्रिक प्रेशर का डिफरेंस आएगा then only the electrons flow. As I have already told you in my previous section कि when the battery has been attached, you must have seen how current has been conducted. तो जब बैटरी अटैच हुई तो वो जो रैंडम फ्लोइंग इलेक्ट्रॉन्स थे they started to flow in one direction, that was from negative to positive. Why that happened? Because a difference of electric pressure was generated, and that difference of electric pressure is called as potential difference. Okay, so electric pressure का difference generate हुआ along the conductor, this is called as potential difference. So this difference of potential may be produced by a battery consisting of one or more electric cells. ठीक है, ये डिफरेंस बेसिकली जब बैटरी कनेक्ट हुई तब हुआ, और ये जो है कि वन हो या मोर इलेक्ट्रिक सेल्स हो उससे ये डिफरेंस हम जनरेट कर सकते हैं. So the second thing comes that the chemical action within a cell generates the potential difference across the terminals of the cell. Okay, जो टर्मिनल्स हैं, जो किनारे हैं सेल के, उसमें कोई केमिकल एक्शन हो रहा है. ठीक है, when no current is drawn from it. So basically what happens when the cell is connected to a conducting circuit element, the potential difference sets the charges in motion in a conductor. Okay, the charges comes in motion in a conductor and produces an electric current. So in this way an electric current is produced. So in order to maintain the electric current in a given electric circuit, the cell has to expend its chemical energy stored in it. So the chemical energy stored in a cell has to be expended. This is why, because in order to maintain the current in a given electric circuit. Okay, so how we are going to define electric potential and potential difference? So electric potential is the work done per unit charge, in bringing the charge from infinity to that point against electrostatic force. Okay, ये वो इलेक्ट्रिक पोटेंशियल क्या है, एक वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज इन ब्रिंगिंग द चार्ज, चार्ज को कहाँ से लाते हैं, इन्फिनिटी, फ्रॉम इन्फिनिटी टू अ पॉइंट अगेंस्ट इलेक्ट्रो, जहाँ पे, और उसको जब लाते हैं किसके अगेंस्ट, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक फोर्स के अगेंस्ट. ओके, we talk about potential difference, then in a conductor electron flow only when there is a difference in electric pressure at its ends. जब इलेक्ट्रिक प्रेशर में डिफरेंस क्रिएट होगा तभी इलेक्ट्रॉन्स फ्लो करेंगे कंडक्टर में, अदरवाइज दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू फ्लो. ओके, remember this, if there is a difference in the pressure in a conductor, then only the electrons will flow, otherwise they are not going to flow, otherwise they will flow in a random way as if they flow. So this is called the potential difference. What is this? This is a potential difference. So in a circuit a potential difference is generated by a battery. ठीक है, कोई सर्किट अगर आप है उसमें जब आप बैटरी को कनेक्ट करोगे तभी पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस जनरेट होता है. तो होता क्या है, अ बैटरी या कोई भी सेल आप ले लीजिए, और अ सेल हैज अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बैटरी या सेल में क्यों होता है, ड्यू टू द रिएक्शन ऑफ केमिकल्स, उनके अंदर जो केमिकल्स हैं उनके बीच में एक रिएक्शन हो रहा है इनसाइड इट, उनके अंदर, even when it is not connected to any circuit. अगर किसी सर्किट में नहीं भी कनेक्टेड है तो भी क्या होता है, उनके अंदर जो केमिकल्स हैं उनके में एक रिएक्शन हो रहा है. ओके, चाहे बैटरी हो चाहे सेल हो, दोनों में. सो वंस you connect a battery or a cell, the difference makes the electrons flow. अब क्या होगा कि एक डिफरेंस हो जाएगा, इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर डिफरेंस हुआ, डिफरेंस इन इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक प्रेशर. तो अब इससे क्या होगा कि ये मेक करेगा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स टू फ्लो एंड जनरेट अ करंट, या आप कह सकते हैं करंट इज जनरेटेड इन दैट पर्टिकुलर सर्किट और अ कंडक्टर. So a battery generates its potential difference till the chemicals inside it are not completely spent. Okay. So the electric potential difference between two points in an electric current carrying some current as work done to move a unit charge from one unit to the other. As we know that, अभी मैंने बताया कि डेफिनेशन क्या है पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की, वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज. तो लेट्स कैलकुलेट अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस बिटवीन टू पॉइंट्स. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज डिनोटेड विद V. V is equals to work done. Work done is denoted by W by charge. Charge per unit. So charge is denoted by Q. Okay, so potential difference between two points, that is V is equals to W by Q. Okay, and the SI unit of electric potential difference is volt. That why it is denoted with V. On the name of the scientist Alessandro Volta. Alessandro Volta, so it is called, the unit is given as volt, which is denoted by capital V. So this was the year he lived. He was an Italian physicist. Okay, Italian थे वो. So the if we talk about potential difference, V is equals to W by Q, work done per unit charge. So let's see what is 1 volt. So 1 volt is the potential difference between two points in a current carrying conductor when 1 joule of work is done to move a charge of 1 coulomb from one point to other. Okay, so work is, unit of work is joule. So 1 volt is equals to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. 1 J upon 1 C. 1 V is equals to. Okay, and you can also write it in this form. 1 volt is equals to 1 joule coulomb per unit 1. Okay, so 1 volt is equals to 1 joule upon 1 coulomb. So we can say that 1 unit charge that is equal 1 coulomb, 1 यूनिट चार्ज को एक पॉइंट से दूसरे पॉइंट ले जाने में जो वर्क डन है उसको उस टाइम जो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस क्रिएट हुआ वो क्या हो गया 1 वोल्ट। ओके, तो जैसे करंट को मेजर करने के लिए वी नो दैट वी यूज एमीटर। लेट्स सी व्हाट इंस्ट्रूमेंट इज यूज्ड टू मेजर अ पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। So the potential difference is measured by means of an instrument that is called voltmeter. What we use? We use a voltmeter to measure a potential difference. Ammeter, a current unit was ampere, so उसके नाम पे the instrument was made was ammeter. और वो पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस की यूनिट क्या है? वोल्ट है, तो उसके नाम पे जो उसका इंस्ट्रूमेंट है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज वोल्ट मीटर। ओके, सो आपको अगर मतलब थोड़ी सी भी प्रॉब्लम हो कि लर्न नहीं हो रहा है तो एम्पियर से आप एमीटर याद करो दैट इज यूज्ड टू मेजर करंट, और वोल्ट से आप वोल्ट मीटर को याद करो दैट इज यूज्ड टू मेजर द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस। So the potential difference is always connected in parallel. This is very important thing to learn, that the potential difference is always connected in parallel. Whereas when we have read about ammeter, ammeter was always connected in series. So suppose if we see this is the battery connected here, suppose this is negative and this is charge, and if we have to connect a voltmeter we are going to connect here, it is in parallel. Why is so? Because voltage is always measured, as we have known, from one point to another. So if it is connected like this in parallel, it will get one point to another, it will get the points to measure the voltage, sorry. ओके, अगर ये पॉजिटिव है ये नेगेटिव है बैटरी, तो इसको हम पैरेलल में इसलिए कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं ताकि इसको वो दोनों पॉइंट मिल सके जिसके बीच में हमें वोल्ट निकालना है। बिकॉज वी नो दैट पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज अ डिफरेंस बिटवीन वन पॉइंट टू द अदर। ओके, so it is always connected in parallel, it can't be connected in series, क्योंकि अगर ऐसे सीरीज में कनेक्ट कर देंगे तो यहाँ पे उसको वो दोनों पॉइंट्स नहीं मिलेंगे। सो वोल्ट मीटर इज ऑलवेज कनेक्टेड इन पैरेलल अक्रॉस द पॉइंट्स बिटवीन विच द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस इज टू बी मेजर्ड। ठीक है, इसीलिए इसको पैरेलल में कनेक्ट करते हैं across the point of which, suppose we have to measure the potential difference of here, so we will be connecting voltmeter here so that we can measure the volt potential difference, sorry, between these 2 points. Okay, so these are some of the commonly used components in a circuit diagram. When we have to make a circuit diagram, we will need these symbols and we should learn it. It is very important from examination point of view also. So if you want to connect an electric cell or a battery, you can say, so this is the negative charge and this is the positive charge symbol. Okay, a battery or a combination of cells are there. So this is one battery, this is other battery, or one cell and other cell. So basically the negative portion is kept smaller and the positive one is big. Okay, and a plug or a switch open, when it is open it will be like this, and when a plug or switch is closed we will put a dot in between. Okay, if a wire is joined, this is the symbol. If the wire is crossing without joining, this symbol is used. These both can be used for electric bulb. Okay, a resistor of resistance R, this is a resistance R is used. Variable resistance is there, this or this symbol can be used. And if we are connecting an ammeter, that is we want to measure a current, then this symbol is used. and if voltmeter, that is we want to find the difference between the voltage, that is the potential difference. If we want to find, this is the symbol. Okay,